Hello students. So today we are starting new chapter of class 7, ratio and proportion. So chapter number 7, this very important chapter number 5, sorry. Chapter number 5. So this very important chapter. I hope students will pay attention and try to understand the main concepts which one I am going to explain. So first of all, I would like to explain the definition of ratio. So what is ratio? Ratio. Ratio is the comparison of two like quantities. Ratio is the comparison. Ratio is the comparison of two like quantities. Ratio Ratio is the comparison of two like quantities. For example, 400 rupees, or you can take rupees 5 to rupees 100. So we can compare them. If here pages are given, then you can't compare. So student, first of all, try to convert into the same unit. If one is in rupees, one amount is in rupee and other amount is in paise, so we have to convert in the same unit. You can convert into rupees or you can convert into paise. This doesn't matter. Suppose two students are there. Their heights are measured in one student's height is measured in meter and other student's is measured in centimeter. So first of all, convert into the same unit. So this is the definition of a ratio. Other way you can explain, ratio can be found by division. It means rupees 5 to rupees 100. It means 5 by 100. It means 100 rupees, how many times are included in 5. So by comparing we can find, and comparisons always will be by division. So how many times rupees hundreds are included in rupees 5. So this is the ratio. The symbol of ratio, two dot. So we will read A ratio B. A ratio B. Understood? So these two dots are representing the symbol of, this symbol is of ratio. Understood? Okay, once again I am repeating, the comparison of two like quantities is called ratio. Ratio can be found by divisions. It means one thing how many times is included in other. So this is the proportion. Proportion. So this symbol I told to you, A is to B. So you can read it A is to B, and these four dots stands for proportion. So A is to B, S to C is to D. Students, listen properly. In class 6, I don't know you have done this chapter, so I think you have done. So A is to B, two dots stands for is to, and four dots it means proportion stands for S to. So A is to B, S to C is to D. So we can write it in the proportions. So I told to you two ratios are equal. It means the product of mean terms. These are mean terms which are lying in the middle are called mean terms. And A and D are extreme terms. So AD will be equal to BC. AD will be equal to BC. So proportion means when two ratios are equal are called proportion. So the product of means is equal to the product of extreme. Okay, now some questions we will solve related to this topic. exercise, very simple exercise 5.1, ratio of 750 milliliter to 1.5 liter. Just I told to you, ratio will be possible only when we will convert into the same unit. Now, 750 milliliter, first part, 750 milliliter to 1 liter, 1.5 liter, 1.5 liter, 1.5 liter, 750 milliliter, 1.5 liters. So convert into the same unit, 750 milliliter, 750 milliliter to 1.5. So remove decimal, 15 by 10. 1 meter has how many milliliter? 1000 milliliter. 1 meter has 1000 milliliter. So first I remove decimal. Now to convert liter into milliliter, multiply by 100. Sorry, so 1 liter 1000. So 1000. 0 cancel to 0. So it will be 750 is to 1500. 1500. Now find the ratio. 750 is to 1500. 750 divided by 1500. 1 0 cancel to 1 0. 75 to the 150. It means 1:2. This is right option, 1:2. Have you understood? First I converted liter into milliliter. To convert liter into milliliter, multiply by 1000 because 1 liter has 1000 milliliter. Next, the first, second and fourth terms of the proportions are 6, 18 and 25 respectively. The third term, just I told to you, A is to B, S to C is to D. So which terms, which ratio is not given, third is not given. So let keep this thing in your mind to solve the questions related to proportions. So you have to remember this thing, and after getting this one, the product of extreme will be equal to the product of means. So in the second part, the first, second and fourth, third is not given. Let third term is equal to, you can assume x. Now first is given, first is 6, second is 18 and third I assume x, and fourth also given, fourth is given 6, 18, x and fourth is 25. Any doubt, any confusion? Now there are four terms. So 6 is to 18, 6 is to 18, as to x is to 25. X is to 25. The product of extreme is equal to product of means. The product of extreme is equal to the product of means. So 6 multiply, so you can multiply like this also. 18 multiply x is equal to 6 multiplied by 25. 18 multiplied by x is equal to 6 multiplied by 25. X is equal to 6 multiplied 25 by 18. By 18. So product of extreme terms are 6 and 25, and means term 18 and x. So 18x is equal to 6 multiplied by 25. 6 3 are 18. So 25 by 3. So this is the third term. So option D is right. Understood? Because third term is not given, so I assume let third term is x. So first is 6, second is 18, third is x, and fourth is 25. So 6 is to 18 as to x is to 25. The product of x is equal to the product of means. So it will be equal to 25 by 3. Is it clear? Yes. Now next question. The mean proportional between 16, all questions are like this, which is not given. So one more time, one more questions I will solve and I hope you will understand. Now second and third term is given, mean is not given. Let mean term is equal to x. Part number 3 I am doing. So first is 16, second I assume x, and third is given 4. So students, if only 3 terms are there, then how to find all the terms? So to find all the terms, if only 3 terms are there, so repeat second term. It means second term will be taken 2 times. So how you take 16 is to x, 16 is to x, x to second will be repeated, x is to 4, x is to 4, 16 is to x to x is to 4. Now there are 4 terms, there is no problem, you already know. The product of x is equal to the product of means. Now students are confusing, they don't know how to multiply. If we are multiplying x with x, so some students are doing like this, their answer is 2x. So this is wrong. Multiplication will be not like this. So x multiplied by x, power of x is 1 and here also x, the bases are same and multiply them, result will be x square. If you will multiply x with x, then answer will be x square. Don't say 2x. This is addition. X multiplied with x is x square. So x with x square. Are you understanding? Okay, don't do this mistake. I noticed so many times students are doing like this. So 16 multiplied by 4. 16 multiplied by 4. So x square. 16 for the 64. Now students, one more new thing for you. If one side is square and other side is without square, so what we have to do? First make the same, it means here is square, so that side also you try to make in the form of a square. So x square, 64 is the square of 8, so write here 8 square. Both sides we have squares. Now to remove square, on taking square root both the sides, on taking square root both the sides. So x square, this is 8 square. Now square root, square cancel to square root. X is equal to plus minus 8. So these are the answers. So plus minus 8. So minus you can neglect, answer will be 8. So x is equal to 8. Because both the answer, but we can't take minus, so we will neglect minus. So when we are taking square root, answers always will plus minus. So minus is negligible here. So only plus will take. So x is equal to 8. So this is the answer. Okay, clear? Next. Question number 4. 72 persons are working in an office. Out of them, 28 are men and the remaining are women. Find the ratio of the numbers men to that of women. Yes, this also very easy question. Total number of persons. Total number of persons. How many persons are there? 72. Out of 72, how many are men? Number of men. Number of men. 28. 28. Number of women. Number of women. 72 minus 28. 44. 44 are women. Now what are the questions? First part, men to women. Men to women. How many are men? 28. To women, 44. So 28 divided by 44. So it will be 7 is to 11. It means 7:11. Clear? Okay. Now second part of same question. Second is men to the total number of person. Men to total. How many men are there? 28. 28. Total are 72. So it will be equal to 28 by 72. 4 7 ja 28. 18 4 ja 72. So this will be 7 is to 18. 7 is to 18. Any doubt, any confusion? Men to total, men are 28 and total 72. 28 by 72, 7 is to 18. 7 is to 18. Next part also persons, so that of women. Person, that of women. So this side I am solving. Total persons are 72 and women are, how many women are? 44. So 72 by 44. So you can reduce this. 18 by 11. It means 18 is to 11. Cut by 4. 18 4 are 72 and 11 4 are 44. So 18 is to 11. Any doubt, any confusion? Understood? Okay. Now next question. Divide rupees, question number 6. Divide rupees 1250 between Aman and Amit in the ratio 2:3. Total amount. Question number 6. Total amount rupees 1250. 1250. So we have to divide between Aman and Amit. To Amit. Aman to Amit. 2:3. So sum of the terms. First term is 2 and second is 3. So sum of the terms 2 plus 3, so it will be equal to 5. Understood? A is equal to 5. Total amount 1250. Share of ratio of Aman is 2 and Amit is 3. So share of Aman. Share of Aman. So we have to find the share of Aman. Total amount will take 1250. So what is the sum of the terms? 5 and ratio of Aman is 2. So multiply by 2. Are you understanding? Total sum of the terms multiply by the ratio. So what is the ratio of Aman? 2. So cut it. 5 to the 10, 5 5 the. So it will cut by 250. 250 multiplied by 2. So it will be rupees 500. Rupees 500. Now share of Amit. Share of Amit 1250 multiply by 3. Total sum is 5. So it will be rupees 750. Rupees 750. Have you understood? Okay. So once again I am repeating. Total amount 1250. Sum of the terms is 5. Now share of Aman. Total multiply ratio of Aman divided by 5. So it will be 250. Similarly, we can find the share of Amit. Okay. Now next question. Question number 11. Which of the following are in the proportion? So 8, 16. Question number 11 I am solving 6 and 12. So students, to check the given terms are making proportion or not. So first of all, we will write in this form 6 is to 16 as to 6 is to 12. 6 is to 12. So the product of means will be the product of extreme. If product of means is equal to product of extreme, then we can say they are in proportions or not. Now you can check. So 6 multiplied product of extreme. Product of extreme terms. Extreme terms. So extreme terms are 6 and 12. Their product is 72. 72. Now product of means terms. Product of means terms. Means terms 16 and 6. 16 and 6 are means term. So their product is 96. So 72 is not equal to 96. So these are not in proportion. So these are not in proportion. So the given terms are not in proportion. The given terms are not in proportion. Any doubt, any confusion? Okay. I hope you have understood properly, and if after that there is any doubt, so read the main points and which one I explained in the videos, watch the video and try to solve the question. Thank you.